Right, offensive player of the year. So Cleve, TA, our buddy, does a great job of giving parameters here on this. And this is, it's sort of like the old NCAA basketball formula, but here's what he's come up with. Since 2000, this is for offensive player of the year. Since 2000, 9 quarterbacks, 13 running backs, and 3 wideouts have won this award. However, the last 6 winners have all been skill position players, and 3 of those were the wide receivers. By skill position, I guess he means non-quarterbacks. Is that what he's referring to there? As skill position. The last 15 winners made the playoffs, and their teams won 10 or more games with an average of 12 wins per season. That's what their team ends up with. The preseason odds for the last 4 winners: Barkley last year 22-1, McCaffrey 15-1 the year before, Justin Jefferson 12-1, and Cooper Kupp was 80-1. None of the last 11 winners of this award even received a single vote the prior season. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
3 of the last 4 winners, Barkley, McCaffrey, and Kupp, were coming off injury-shortened seasons with mediocre results. So that makes sense in those cases. So I will tell you that, so Cleve went through this, and you know who he came up with as his plays? Puka Nacua, he got a 20-1 for the LA Rams. And then Drake London was his long shot, 50-1 with the Falcons.
Yeah, that was kind of maybe my biggest whoa moment when he was on with us.
Yeah. Drake London not quite at 50-1 anymore, though, right? Where is Drake? Oh, maybe he is on this screen. He said he'd bet Drake down to 35-1. Right now, Saquon Barkley is your short shot at plus 650. Jamar Chase, that seems pretty doable right there, plus 950. Then everybody else, starting with Jahmyr Gibbs, is double digits at 12-1. Old tried and true Derrick Henry being at 14-1. Puka's at 16-1. Speaking of Puka, is there a play here that you? First of all, this. So essentially, what we're saying here, and you know this. This award over the last 6 years has really solidified as, okay, the best non-quarterback. We have 50 voters. MVP is often and almost always great quarterback, great team. It's very simple. Offensive player of the year for these 50 voters in their brains and in their voting brains has ended up just being, well, we have to give an award to someone who's not a quarterback. Now, there's no writing that you have to do that.
Yeah.
There's no rule that says that that's the case. That's just what has been the case the last 6 years. Do you think that continues, or do you think it's high time for that to change back to, hey, you know what? This quarterback actually deserves an award too, even if it's not MVP.
I think it's a great question. I understand why we've kind of shifted, because the shift kind of first occurred to of the quarterback only for MVP, right? And then it was kind of this followed, right? If we're basically only going to talk quarterbacks for MVP, we got to be able to award these guys, the skill position guys, with something else.
Because it basically starts with, if you're going to win MVP and you're not a quarterback, you're going to have a ridiculous season as a running back or a wideout.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess, Gil, it's tough, man, because I really want to say, if I had to bet this, I don't have any bets in this market. If I had to bet this right now, I probably would drift down to the Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and just play both of them, because I think they're going to be in the mix for MVP, and if one of them has a stellar rushing season like that, maybe it goes to them. But the counter to that would be Joe Burrow last year, right? If a quarterback is going to win Offensive Player of the Year, wouldn't it have been Joe Burrow last year?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So maybe we're just in this, we're stuck in this, we're in position player time.
Remember, the point of this is to win a bet and not to make some moral stand, right? I think it should be a quarterback, so I'm going to bet somebody at 51, even though these voters have shown that they're not betting it. No. So I think Jamar Chase at plus 950 to benefit off Joe Burrow's season might be an interesting play there. I do think that if you went quarterback, if you decided I must play a quarterback in this particular market, just if you wanted to do that, I don't know. I think Jayden Daniels at 40-1 is fascinating, because what if he has a great sophomore season? What if he has a great second-year season?
Yeah, no, I would include him in that group of quarterbacks. Right. Yeah,
but I would lean towards Jamar Chase. Full disclosure, I do not have a bet in this market yet either.
Thanks for watching, but don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at zero cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.